The TC Electronic Brainwaves. Does it suck? Let's find out. That's right, I really mean it. Does the TC Electronic Brainwaves suck? So here's why I say that. I have used a number of polyphonic pitch shifters over the last several years, and they all suck, except for the Electro-Harmonix Pitch Fork. Really, at least for my use. I really dislike all of these pitch shifters that say they're polyphonic because they don't track very well, and when you play chords, the shifted pitches just get all garbled. So I was really curious about the TC Electronic Brainwaves. I paid for this unit because I wanted to make sure that I could tell you exactly what I think about it. As you might know, the Brainwaves is a polyphonic pitch shifter, and it has two different voices that can run independently of the dry signal of your guitar. So you can shift one voice above and one voice below the tone of your guitar. And you've got most of the intervals there, like a second, minor third, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, a seventh. And then you've got two different octaves. You've got an octave above and two octaves above, or an octave below and two octaves below. So you've really got a wide range, all right? I'm not going to play you all the different sounds. It would take too long. But the thing I'm most interested in for this video is the standard pitch shift. Because if the Brainwaves can't do that well, it's not going to do anything else well. All right, so we're going to try some simple pitch shifting. Here's the unaffected tone of my guitar. Very nice, very nice. All right, let me go ahead and bring in the Brainwaves, and I've got it set up to just one voice, and it's an octave above the dry signal. Now, one of the things that's cool about the Brainwaves, I gotta give TC Electronics some points for this, is it's got stereo inputs and stereo outputs. I've got this hooked up mono in, stereo out, and you're hearing a stereo pitch shift. All right, so here's the big test. What happens when I play a chord? That is not bad. You hear just a little bit of garbage going on with the C sharp in the midst of this chord. But it's pretty clean. And it's a lot better than the Boss GT1000. It's a lot better than the Headrush. It's a lot better than the Line 6 HX Stomp. I don't know about the full Helix, but none of those three do polyphonic pitch shifting very well. That's not half bad, is it? So let's try a major seventh chord, which is always problematic. Not bad. Now, if you've got this in the middle of a larger signal chain, let's say you've got some delay on, I think it sounds pretty good. Like that a lot. Okay, but I'm not a big fan of octaves. So let's try another interval. Let's try a perfect fifth. And for those of you who don't know, a perfect fifth is 7 steps above your dry note. Okay, so 7 semitones above is a perfect fifth. And on the dial of the Brainwaves, it actually has the number 7. So that's the perfect fifth. So this is the root note and a perfect fifth above. I like perfect fifths a lot. And you can already hear that the chords are pretty good. Let's try that major seventh acid test. That's not bad. I think it's as clean as the Electro-Harmonix Pitch Fork. If you're interested in a side-to-side comparison, let me know in the comments below, and maybe I can do that real soon. Let's try the perfect fifth with a little bit of delay. Not bad. All right, let's go a little crazy with these intervals and see what we get. I still have the perfect fifth above the note, but I've added in voice 2, 1 octave below the note. Now you might be wondering how the Brainwaves sounds with some distortion. Let's find out. Delay. Pedal. And some distorted chords. That's not bad. I could work with that. Now let's go ahead and try some clean chords with that major seventh acid test. Here we go. Let's try something else that's interesting. I've got the Brainwave set up to a major second, and that's just voice 1. So when I play, for example, a B, I'm going to get a C sharp on top of it. You might be thinking to yourself, what can I do with that? Well, some interesting things. And it gets a little more interesting, again, if you add some delay. Of course, everything's more interesting with delay. Let's try 2 octaves above. Now there it gets a little garbagey. That's what I'm talking about on all these pitch shifters. All right, so we've found the limitation of the polyphony of the Brainwaves. It's not as bad as some, but I don't think I would use this a lot for playing chords, actual chords. Just a little too high, and I think the shift has to be it's a little too far for it to be clean. And here's one more. It's a perfect 5th above and a perfect 4th below. So the perfect 5th above and the perfect 4th below are actually an octave apart with the dry note in between. Here's what that sounds like. Yeah. So let's try our little major 7th dealio. Not bad. Asked the question at the beginning of the video, does the TC Electronic Brainwaves suck? I don't think it does. Actually, I like it quite a bit. I think next to the EHX, the Electro-Harmonix Pitch Fork, this is one of the better options for polyphonic pitch shifting that I've heard and that I have worked with. I think it's well worth checking out. And again, if you're interested in seeing me do a direct comparison between the 2 pedals, comment below. Let me know what you think. But wait, don't go. I've got a playlist with all the pitch shifter stuff I've done here on the channel, so you can check out a lot of stuff. Also, I've got a link around here to Chords of Orion music. And I'll see all of you on the next video.